Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with our next episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. In the last episode, we were getting near to a good wrapping up point in Indonesia. We've got multiple enclosures, but now it's starting to ask for guest required accommodations or things that guests are typically going to require. The problem with that is that particular location isn't meant for that. At least that's what they told us in the campaign. So we're going to have to figure out how to get over 3 stars in that area so that we can then start to move around to finish up the other Asian locations. I can also tell you I finally did the rebuild, or not really rebuild, but the changes necessary, I think, in Sichuan Basin for us to go back there and hopefully get that particular location up over 3 stars as well. So if we can get Indonesia over 3 stars in this episode, we'll immediately make the switch over to Sichuan Basin and try and wrap that particular location up so that we can then go back to get to Japan and try and get that one wrapped up from a campaign perspective as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so here we are back in Indonesia. We did start putting together a tour. Because that's the next thing that it requires is construct an operational balloon tour. The problem is I don't know how. So we do have a problem in the fact that this doesn't have any power, so we do need to fix that first. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Small substation. Why does it not? It has power. It's the second time that we've put something down that doesn't have power. It's got to be because you know what? Hold on. Let me see something. Small power. Generate 60 units of power. Must be connected to substations to distribute power. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if we've used up how much this. Yeah, power usage 60 of 60. That's exactly the problem. Okay, let's put in another small. Let's put this over here. I don't want it to be here, but kind of have to. Alright, let me get it connected first. So based on the fact that this all required me to put in a backup generator, I'm guessing that if I run power from, say, here, like that. Okay, good. This has now got power. Okay, so that one took over 60. This one now shows is 16. It's kind of weird the way that it did that, but at least now I know that that was in fact the problem. I may end up moving it. Like, I think it would be better over here. Let me see what the site map looks like. Yeah, there's no place for it, though. Okay. Alright, let's figure out how to get this done. Edit tour route. This is the problem. Okay, there's the track. Okay, there's the track. Ooh. I don't know why it's doing this. All right, let me put another one down. Oh, we have an amphitheater now. We also have a dinosaur encounter. I don't want to do that, though. Okay, hold on. I mean... Alright, I gotta figure out a better way to do this. Let me start the tour down here instead. Something like that. Okay, there's curved. I really don't like the way that they've done this. I'm going to see if I can actually do this as a 360-degree thing. Rather than having... So I started at one end. I'm going to try and wrap it around to the other and see if that works.
More dinosaurs are inbound, and they aren't exactly healthy. Now, I've ordered an executive hazmat suit, but until it arrives, I'd appreciate you, handling this whole thing yourself. Sound good? Good.
Okay. Arrival of Styracosaurus imminent. Ensure the Okay, so we just need a new enclosure, which thankfully we've got space for over here. Alright, so let's set that up. Unfortunately, I took up entirely too much room. Well, it is what it is. Alright, let's put it like this, I think. I have no idea. All right, we need another small substation. We need a viewing gallery. We need a ranger post. Alright, so I did turn time back on. Water. Let me go ahead and put in water. Like that. And that'll have to do for now. I think that'll have to, yeah, that'll have to do for now. I'm probably going to need to put another emergency shelter out here to give coverage. I'm probably going to need... I wonder if I can get rid of this backup generator. Yeah, there we go. I can get rid of that now. No reason to keep that around. Maintenance facility. Maintenance. Alright, so let's put you out here like so. Okay. And there's our tour. Alright, I think we can speed up time now. How are we doing? 205K, 400, yeah, a little over 205K. Number of different species is what's keeping the park under, but we are over 3 stars. Total scientist skill? I've never seen that as a requirement before. Not requirement, but something to, a number to hit. I've never seen that before. Huh. Alright, I think we can actually speed up a little bit. I want to start getting them in. By the way, we can also now... Actually, let me slow down and show that real quick. For research, I believe it's under... Yes? Yeah. We can actually unlock the thoroughfare path now and give even more room for that if we wanted to. And of course, that'll be available then across all of our parks. So if there was a park that we needed it, we would have it available. We got a little over 4 million. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. 11, 14. There we go. All right, 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Oh, they're of the Triceratop family. 4 of them.
Asset in transit. Asset being
Okay.
transported.
All right, while that's happening, let me put a team here.
Confirming asset delivery. Asset transportation
Okay.
complete.
While I'm thinking about it, let's take a look at mods.
has been completed.
More species variety here will help this place become a real sanctuary.
Ah, yeah. More species. More variables in the system. More fuel to keep the chaos of nature chugging along.
Chaos? Oh no. That's not the way to see it. It's an orchestra. It's, I don't know, jazz. It's not just white noise, Doctor. It's a symphony of action and reaction. Living, thriving, persisting. You make it all sound so random and mysterious, but nature, ecology, is defined by the individual purpose of each element within it.
Hey, well, jazz tends to have a lower body count, in my experience. No, the beauty of chaos isn't lost on me, but don't let that beauty blind you. I've made a career of explaining how so-called unforeseen consequences really shouldn't be as unforeseen as they are.
Okay, so we
While
need...
the conservation sector's mission is to help dinosaurs thrive in nature like any other animal, I have far from turned my back on the benefits of genetic modification. Adjusting to our world is far from easy, but we can give the dinosaurs a better chance to thrive with the right genes.
Okay, we need wetland. Oh, I could have done this instead. Because that gives me cover and wetland. There we go. Alright. They have an ailment detected. So we're waiting on the MVU team. Which are in there now. And I just realized viewing gallery is probably not good. Arrival.
This facility has developed a reputation, and as such, we've been asked to take delivery of a diseased dinosaur. Be warned, there's a chance that its illness is, let's say, particularly bad.
Particularly bad? Hey, I don't think we'll be taking that delivery, but, so kind of you to offer.
I apologize. I didn't mean to present that as optional.
I think we might have a problem. Oh, okay, I do have this. I didn't think I had this space over here available. Okay, we do have the ability to do that. But I think at this point, I think this is where we make the switch. So let's go ahead and switch over to Sichuan Basin. So that we can get it up over 3 stars. And I'll show you what I did to give me room to bring in another dinosaur. So the big thing here...
I see the breeding program has already shown progress. Very good. But we need to do more. The client expects greater species diversity and more naturally bred dinosaurs. And that is what they will get. Make it so.
Nature really can't be rushed, but I guess the business world never got that memo. Well, I can advise on the breeding side of things, I guess. Using a little bit of animal husbandry and a dash of pheromones, don't ask me how I obtained them, we can encourage specific dinosaurs to breed with a higher chance of success. Worth a go, right?
All right, what are we missing here? So we've got species targets that we're missing, and then path capacity. So this is where we need the larger path. Everything else, though, is looking good. We've got a guest count of a little over 2,000. We are missing shopping coverage somehow. I don't know if it's because I've got a small shopping amenity or if it's a medium. Let's see. That. Oh, it's a medium. Yeah, we've got mediums everywhere. They want us to synthesize a new dinosaur, the Mamenchosaurus. I believe I've already got it going. No, I do not. Oh, I know why. I wanted to make sure that we had Mamenconsaurus at a large enough percentage. So this is going to take us to 79% as soon as it's done. So let me go ahead and speed that up a little bit. As soon as it's finished, we'll then start the synthesis process. Oh, crap. Alright, so there's no benefit to this. I need to do it anyway. And now that I know how a good balloon tour works, we can do that. And I've got room. I got plenty of room. Like, I could build the tour right here. Did we? Okay, so the fossil extraction is complete. Let's start the synthesis. The Mamenconsaurus is right here. Another big boy or girl, as the case may be. Modify traits. Humility is good. Tolerance. Lifespan. Put that to 0. Save and exit. Okay. Alright, so while that is happening, what I did was I made this particular enclosure smaller. Because if you'll remember, this enclosure has got brackies as well as... I thought it was somebody else. Or maybe it's just got that it's got so many juveniles that I didn't do anything else. And then this one has got Patagotitan, and something else is in here too. But what I'm going to do is build a new enclosure over here. So let's basically slow down time and build a new enclosure. Put the gate in. Okay. There's that. Ranger station. Now, the good thing is, all I need to do is bring the path down here to get people there. I say that, knowing that that's probably going to be easier said than done. That's not what I want. Guest attraction. Alright, we also need to get power. So what I think I'm going to do is put a new power facility over here. Like so. Like that. And then path. Okay, so now it's connected. Synthesis is good. Let's check on the eggs. We only have the one, so we're going to have to do another one so that we can get a male. Seven. Okay, there we go. And then we can transport them over here. All right, let's start the balloon ride, the balloon tour. So we'll put a balloon tour. Here. Like that. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, take to the skies and marvel at the sights with our newly opened balloon tour.
Excellent. All right, are we... No, okay, it's still got a little bit of time. Aptosaurus. That's what's in here. There's an Aptosaurus in here. Can't breed, improve... What? Okay. That's weird. I don't know... Unfortunately, I really need that thoroughfare. Alright, so release via airlift. Alright, and then let's go ahead and start another one immediately. And I'm guessing we're not going to get the large thoroughfare because I kicked off that research over in the other park. And of course, that park is now paused while we're here. We are up over 3 stars here. So, and considering the amount of money I have, I'm going to go ahead and kick off that research again. Well, I can't. I've got to wait until after the eggs are done. Okay, so transport rating.
On our dinosaurs so far, and that's not a bad thing for a sanctuary. We can't neglect our guests though. So, let's make sure they're happy.
Not every guest wants their paleo day out to involve a hike. We need a solid transport setup to keep guests comfortable and their minds and wallets open to what we have to offer. Now, simply put, anything that gets guests from A to B will improve our transport rating. A monorail is the classic choice, but tours can also improve our transport rating as long as there are 2 tour buildings on the route.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves a tour, at least until the power goes out, the storm rolls in, and the dinosaurs disappear from their enclosures.
You do have to love Dr. Malcolm. All right, so we've got the new dinosaur in play. I want to get it up and happy first.
Transportation complete.
Increase your park rating to 4. Have 2 dinosaurs with genetic modifications. Leave the hatchery. We might as well go ahead and do this one because that one's already done. And increase knowledge of the Kentrosaurus genome. Let's do that one. Simply because there's no timer on it. Oh, I can't do an expedition. I need to keep the scientists ready for... Thirsty? Well, that's not good. Discard all the eggs. Alright, let me do the thoroughfare. Oh, do we have... Open shelter. Yep, we got a storm rolling in. And of course, we've now got power problems. Alright, you definitely want water. And then missing tall leaf. Okay. Storm's good. Let's get everybody out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our recent handling of anomalous events.
Okay, we also need maintenance. Alright, I need to put in another maintenance team. Okay. I don't understand. It keeps saying that there's no access, but that's 1,000% not true. All right, we need to get back to the hatchery. Oh, no. We need to do the research. Okay. Then we can go do the expedition for the Kentrosaurus. Somehow we lost the transport rating. I'm not even sure how that happened. Multiple Apatosaurus have matured. Thank you very much. Not sure that I needed to know that, but I'm glad that I do. As soon as this research is done, we can get a lot more stuff completed. We do have a couple more. Let's see if I can get these done real quick. Just to get them out. That'll increase the Mammochosaurus genome. Missing ground nut. The mature ones are happy, but the... Oh, I know why. Well, they're missing pasture. Okay, good. Maintenance team. All right, the thoroughfare is complete. Let's kick off an expedition for... Nope. Herbivore for Kentrosaurus. This is where I really wish I had the search ability, but they don't have this here. Make sure it's not in a place that I've already been to. There it is. Alright, so that's that. Alright, now let's start, because obviously these locations need to get modified from a pathing perspective. So let's... And we do want replacement on. I'm not going to put it everywhere. Lifelong partner bond formed, whatever that means. All right. So, Kentrosaurus. Whole bunch of little small ones. Okay. I don't know if that'll get us up over 50% or not. All right, did we... Okay, we did not. We need to do another synthesis. There it is. All right, you need to go rest. You. All right, you've got one more training. And then rest. Okay. All right, let me take, now that I've got this new enclosure, let's take a quick look at our stuff. We've got tour visibility is a new item. Number of cohabitating species isn't, we dropped under 3 stars. We were over 3 stars, I thought. Or maybe I'm thinking about Indonesia. I might be thinking about Indonesia. Tour visibility, 6 of 35. I'm not exactly sure that I know what that means. Look at our profits, though. 653K. Wow. That is just ginormous. Number of cohabitating species. So I guess we're going to need to figure out... We have Brackies and Aptos in this enclosure. Patagotitan. Is that all that's in here? I mean, we could potentially put Stegos in here. Oh, never mind. We've got Ankies in here. Yeah, we've got Ankies in here. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even realize that. Alright, let's take a look. There we go. Male. That looks good. Begin incubation. This enclosure, though, has got room for something else. Maybe something small. Let's see if there's an overlap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stego, Ankies. Yeah, we can put Stegos in here. Actually, I don't think I have Stegos. I got Kentro, but not Stego. Huh. Alright, well, let's see about an expedition to get Stegos. Stegos, I believe, are US based. And actually, I think they're one that we've already done. At least I thought they were. Uh-oh. Hmm. And it can't be in one that's completed. Alright, let's take a look at the research then, because maybe there's a dig site that I haven't done. There it is. We haven't done Stegos. And we can't unlock it without progress through the Azores Island, Portugal site, which hasn't been unlocked on the map yet. Lagoon Hatchery, okay. Well, interesting. Interesting. All right. Let's see if there's something else that we can overlap them with. Hadro. Orna. Hadro or Orna?
synthesis procedure complete.
Okay, release via airlift.
Stand by. Asset requiring collection.
Okay, is there no maintenance post? There is no maintenance post that's covering this little...
Transportation underway.
Ugh. Wonder where the nearest is. There it is there. Can I move it?
Asset transportation complete.
There. Alright, what did I say? Hadro. Or Orna. I think part of my problem might be is that the Orna is actually in a different category. No. I'm now starting to wonder if Hadro doesn't fall under... Well, crap. Okay. Let's take a look at these guys. Oh, I need to put a nest in here. Breed a second generation dinosaur? Oh. Interesting. That's a pretty cool one. God, shopping coverage is only at 32%. All right, what are your environmental issues? You're missing cover. How are you missing cover? I'm going to have to expand this because you don't have enough pasture. Yeah, I'm going to have to make this enclosure bigger. I don't know how I'm going to do that easily. Pasture. All right, that is gonna have to do. I mean, your tall leaf is at 98%. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. All right. So for some particular reason, they're saying that only 32% of dinosaurs are viewable from any tour attraction. All right, let's take a quick look here. 13 out of 35. So that's where they're getting their number. They want 35 total dinosaurs. We are now over 3 stars, so that's at least good. I guess I need to put... I need to take a look at the numbers again. Okay, so shelter coverage is at 94. That's the good one. Restrooms at 45. I guess they're making these... They're deciding this purely off of location. Or size of the park versus where things are located. Okay, so let's put restrooms, a restroom right there. Okay. Let's put medium guest there. Size teeth. No, that's not what... That's a small amenity. I didn't want a small amenity. I keep doing that. I just grabbed the first one. Now they're saying, oh, they're going off of where the tour is at the time. So because it's going over this empty area, it sees it as 5%. It's a real-time based. Well, that sucks. Oh boy, that sucks. All right, let me... All right, I gotta go back to the expedition map because I'm struggling to find... Ceratops. Maybe we should put flyers. Put a really large flyer paddock and set up multiple flyers in there. See, the problem is that they're giving me community capabilities. But it's in families, and I can't find the families. Oh, okay. The Gallimimus are the Orna. I'll bet you anything. Oh, look at that. You can actually hear the pronunciation of the name. That's cool. I never even saw that before. I really wish this would... Okay, here we go. I didn't know that this was here either. I guess I probably should have looked at this. Does this tell us, though? Yeah, there it is. Family. Ornithomimidae. Mm-hmm. I know I said that right. Alright, let me... Brachy's. Info. Ornithomimosaurid. See, I don't know that that's the right one. Hadrosaurid, I'm pretty sure, is this guy. Yeah, see, they're using different terminology. This is they're saying is the Hadrosauridae. I'm guessing that's correct. Okay, yes. Let's do Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus. Okay, yep, I've been pronouncing that wrong. Okay, let's do them. Their genomes are fine. I don't need to do anything. I don't know why I did that. Need 5. Ooh, you need to go rest. Okay, let's do the 2 of you. Yeah, we're going to release them into here too. And put in a medium nest. Because this particular enclosure is ginormous. So there should be plenty of room for all. I hope. Anyway. Wow, synthesis is already complete. Alright, let's make sure one of them is male. We'll do this one. Okay. We've got to send some people to rest. Okay, you first. Train. And then rest. You. Train. And rest. You. Train. Rest. Okay. Cool. There was something that I think required research coverage or research numbers as part of this as well. Or maybe that was in a different... God, we're back under 3 stars again. Did I not put... Oh, there's why. There we go. Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. Alright, I do need to put in a medium nest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome to the park.
Okay, they're good. Nobody else is, but, you know. I can't make everybody happy. I think we're good, though. Okay, so we've got multiple species in there. Okay, see, now all of a sudden we're up almost to 4 stars. We've got tour visibility of 24 out of 35. We've got now number of cohabitating species, different species. Yeah, I'm going to have to build it. I think what I'm going to do is build a big, large flyer enclosure right here. But before we do that, I want to take a... We're going to wrap up this episode by taking a quick look at the world map. This is... I think we're going to have to go back to Katsuyama. Because we've got the number of stars to... In other words, accessing new sites, earning a total of 15 stars. We've done that. We're at 17. Earning 50 reputation with each sector. We can't do that. It's locked us out of doing that, and I don't know why. Complete site objectives to raise reputation limit. So I think this one, the Katsuyama one, is the one that's preventing us from doing that, and then completing site objectives in East Asia are the items. So I'll do some quick research to see what the exact requirements are to get those last 2 items. Because I can't get the 50 reputation in each sector as long as there's locks on each sector. And I don't know, which specific site objectives they want us to clear at any one particular location. And it could be that the site objectives are also over here in the United States, too, for that matter. So with that, I will do that bit of research before the next episode. With that, I hope you've been enjoying the content as always, and if you have, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithms, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well, and hopefully I will see you in the next... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and... No, we will start off the next episode building the flyer paddock in Sichuan Basin, and that'll bring in new species, all kinds of different things there. And then we can figure out what other items are necessary. The one problem that's going to cause, though, is the tour won't be able to view those particular animals, so we'll have to figure out another way beyond just a standard viewing gallery. I've got some ideas, but I'm not sure which one's going to make sense. So with that, hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.